Once upon a chilling autumn evening in the small, forgotten town of Willowbrook, 5 adventurous teenagers gathered at the edge of the sinister Blackwood forest. The twisted trees, shrouded in perpetual darkness, whispered secrets to the wind, and the pale moonlight barely illuminated the path leading to their destination, Blackwood Manor. The leader of this intrepid group was Jake, a fearless daredevil known for his reckless pursuits. His friends consisted of Sarah, the bookworm with a passion for the supernatural, Ethan, the tech-savvy prankster, Lily, a timid girl with a penchant for photography, and Ryan, the rational thinker who often found himself doubting the existence of the paranormal. The legend of Blackwood Manor had haunted Willowbrook for generations. It was said to be cursed, and its former owner, a wealthy recluse named Edmund Blackwood, had mysteriously disappeared decades ago. Stories of strange occurrences, ghostly apparitions, and eerie moans in the night were whispered among the townsfolk. The mansion had become a forbidden place, a sanctuary for the restless souls rumored to reside within. As the group ventured deeper into the forest, the once jovial atmosphere began to change. The air grew colder, and the moonlight seemed to dim. Sarah clutched her tattered notebook filled with tales of hauntings and folklore, while Ethan couldn't resist cracking jokes about the ominous surroundings. "Come on, guys. This place is just another old, creepy house," he scoffed, pretending to be unfazed. Ryan nodded, though unease tinged his voice. "Ethan's right. There's no such thing as ghosts. We'll just explore, debunk any myths, and then get out." Lily, shivering from both fear and excitement, raised her camera. "I don't know about you all, but I'm getting some fantastic shots tonight." As they approached Blackwood Manor, its towering silhouette loomed ominously against the starless sky. Its blackened bricks seemed to absorb the very essence of the night, and the ivy-covered walls appeared to writhe like serpents. The entrance beckoned them with a gaping maw of darkness. Jake led the way, hesitating only briefly before crossing the threshold into the abyss. The air inside was stifling, and the scent of decay hung heavy. Candles, long abandoned and covered in dust, lined the grand hallway, casting eerie, flickering shadows on the peeling wallpaper. "Okay, this place is definitely creepy," admitted Jake, his bravado wavering. Sarah, excited and wide-eyed, was already scribbling notes in her journal. "This is incredible. Imagine the secrets this place holds." Ethan, determined to maintain his composure, whipped out his flashlight and panned it around the room, trying to dismiss the strange noises as mere creaks and groans. "See? Nothing to be scared of." Ryan, however, remained skeptical. He couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong. "Let's just stick together and be careful." Their exploration led them through a maze of forgotten rooms, each more unsettling than the last. Muffled whispers seemed to echo from the walls, and the temperature dropped with every step they took. Lily captured chilling images of spectral shapes in her camera, though she dared not mention it to her companions. As they ascended a grand, winding staircase, they came upon a door adorned with ornate carvings of grotesque creatures. Jake, driven by a morbid curiosity, pushed it open, revealing a room filled with dusty books and curious artifacts. It appeared to be Edmund Blackwood's study. Sarah's eyes widened in awe as she examined the books, their spines adorned with cryptic symbols and titles in languages long forgotten. This is incredible. It's like a treasure trove of the supernatural." Ethan, always the practical joker, picked up an old skull and grinned. "Who wants to play a game of haunted mansion hide and seek?" Ryan, more uneasy than ever, objected. "I think we should be careful. We don't know what these things are, and this place is starting to give me the creeps." Ignoring Ryan's concerns, Jake decided to entertain Ethan's idea. "Why not? It's just for fun, right?" Reluctantly, they agreed. Sarah started counting, and the others scattered to find hiding spots throughout the mansion. As they played, a sense of dread settled over them. Shadows danced and flickered, playing tricks on their minds. Each creak and whisper seemed to grow more malevolent. Lily, hiding in a closet, suddenly felt a cold hand brush against her cheek. She stifled a scream and snapped a photo, capturing a spectral figure looming behind her. Meanwhile, Jake, hiding in the study, sensed a presence in the room. His breath quickened as he heard faint whispers and saw the books on the shelves begin to move of their own accord. He watched in horror as a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness, its eyes empty voids. Back in the hallway, Sarah finished counting and began searching for her friends. She was determined to debunk any supernatural claims but felt a growing unease as she wandered through the eerie mansion. It was then that she heard Lily's muffled scream and hurried to her side. Lily burst from the closet, pale and trembling. "There's something in there, Sarah, something unnatural." Ryan, who had been hiding in a nearby room, rushed out upon hearing the commotion. "We need to find Jake and Ethan and get out of here. This place is messing with our heads." They retraced their steps through the labyrinthine corridors, their voices trembling with fear as they called out for their missing friends. The mansion itself seemed to conspire against them, shifting its layout and leading them in circles. In the study, Jake's encounter with the shadowy figure escalated. The room pulsated with an otherworldly energy, and the figure drew nearer, its form taking shape. It was Edmund Blackwood himself, his ghostly visage twisted in agony. "Leave this place," he whispered, his voice echoing through the room. Jake, paralyzed with fear, stammered, "We didn't mean to disturb you. We'll go, just let us go." But Edmund's warning came too late. The mansion had trapped them in its sinister web, and escape seemed impossible. Back in the hallway, Sarah, Lily, and Ryan finally stumbled upon the study. They froze at the sight of Jake, trembling and wide-eyed, standing before the spectral figure. It beckoned to them with a skeletal hand, and they felt an irresistible pull toward the room. Ethan, who had been hiding under a dusty sheet, burst out and tried to intervene, but the room itself seemed to reject his presence. Invisible forces pushed him back, and he watched helplessly as the door slammed shut, sealing his friends inside with the vengeful spirit. On the other side of the door, the room twisted and contorted, its walls closing in on Sarah, Lily, Ryan, and Jake. The spectral figure approached, its anguished face inches from theirs. It whispered tales of its torment, of the curse that bound it to the mansion, and of the price it demanded for their intrusion. Terrified and desperate, the friends clung to each other, their pleas for mercy drowned out by the cacophony of the haunted house. They were about to become part of the mansion's dark history, trapped in a never-ending nightmare. Ethan, alone and frantic, searched for a way to save his friends. He tore through the study, desperate to find a solution. As he rifled through a pile of books, his eye caught a dusty tome with a peculiar symbol on the cover. With trembling hands, he opened it and began to read. The ancient text spoke of Edmund Blackwood's pact with dark forces, his insatiable greed, and the curse he had unwittingly unleashed upon his own family. It detailed a ritual that could potentially break the curse, but it came with great risks. Determined to save his friends, Ethan gathered the required materials, including a relic from the study. With a heavy heart and a deep breath, he recited the incantation, unleashing a surge of supernatural energy that reverberated throughout the mansion. In the study, the spectral figure recoiled in pain as the curse binding it to Blackwood Manor began to unravel. Its anguished cries echoed through the walls as the room itself seemed to rebel against the forces of darkness. Outside the room, Sarah, Lily, Ryan, and Jake felt the oppressive energy lift, and the walls ceased their relentless advance. The door swung open, and they stumbled out, dazed but alive. They found Ethan, exhausted but triumphant, standing amidst the chaos. Ethan explained what he had done and the risks involved. The curse had been weakened, but it was not entirely vanquished. Blackwood Manor still held secrets, and its ghosts remained restless. As dawn broke, the friends emerged from the haunted mansion, battered but alive. The forest surrounding them seemed less sinister in the early morning light, and the curse that had plagued Blackwood Manor for generations had been partially lifted. They made a solemn vow to never return to the mansion, leaving its dark history behind. They had narrowly escaped the clutches of the supernatural, their bond strengthened by their harrowing experience. The legend of Blackwood Manor would continue to haunt the town of Willowbrook, but for these 5 friends, it would forever remain a chilling chapter in their lives, a reminder of the thin veil between the living and the dead, and the enduring power of friendship in the face of the unknown.